So even though it's the case that we don't often get true progressives elected into office, when you put progressive issues up to a vote, they tend to win. Now, according to the Washington Post, in all 5 states where marijuana legalization is a ballot issue, it's leading the polls. So they explain, in Arizona, a late August Arizona Republic/Morrison/Cronkite news poll of 784 registered voters found that 50% supported marijuana legalization, 40% opposed it, and 10% remain undecided. That result is sharply at odds with a July poll of likely voters showing that only 39% said they favored the measure. In California, a post-debate Survey USA poll of 751 likely voters found that Proposition 64, which would legalize, tax, and regulate the sale of recreational marijuana, is supported by 52% of the electorate and opposed by 41%, with 6% undecided. This is a lower margin than some other recent polls there, which have pegged support at 60% or more. Across the country, in Massachusetts, the marijuana legalization measure there enjoys 53% support among likely voters, according to a recent WBZ UMass Amherst poll of 700 likely voters. 40% oppose it, while another 7% are unsure. That's also a turnaround from an earlier poll of 900 registered voters, which found only 41% supported the measure. Up the coast in Maine, a late September poll of 505 likely voters found 53% support for the legalization measure, 38% opposed to it, and 10% undecided. This number has been fairly stable since the spring. A poll fielded last week of 500 likely voters in Nevada found the legalization measure there leading with 57% support, compared to 33% opposing it. That number is sharply at odds with a Review Journal survey of 800 likely voters fielded at the exact same time, which found the legalization measure leading by just 1 percentage point, well within the margin of error. I think that these polls signal a clear trend. The U.S. is headed for full legalization. Now, regardless if we get a Republican in the White House and they decide to unilaterally stop these sales from going through. Here's one thing that we know for sure about American politics that suggests that marijuana in the end will be legal in all 50 states. Money always wins. Where there's money, you're going to have victory when it comes to American politics. And the fact that marijuana is generating so much money, so much more tax dollars, so much revenue for new businesses in the 4 states where they're legal, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, and Alaska, I always forget the 4th one, you just know that money is going to win. Now, as someone who lives in a state that has full legalized marijuana, I've been into recreational marijuana shops. I can assure everyone that society in my state of Oregon has not collapsed yet. It's all cool. In fact, if anything, people are maybe more calm about marijuana. The fear-mongering has gone away. Any fears about it being marketed to children have been completely assuaged. Nobody's really concerned about it. There's no big efforts to repeal it. We are just cool with it. Nothing went wrong. Any fear-mongering that anti-legalization groups tried to put forth, it just showed that it was bullshit. And look, this is going to be a trend everywhere. And it's odd to look at these states where marijuana legalization is on the ballot, but then you go to some states and they don't even have medical marijuana legal. How crazy is that? I mean, there are multiple medical studies that show that there are numerous benefits of medical marijuana. So it's really weird to see this dynamic where you have really conservative states not even allowing for medical marijuana, and then you have other states just fully legalizing it. And when you look at Nevada, I mean, this is more of a swing state, so it's strange to me that it's leading there. Now, another reason why I think marijuana legalization is going to be a reality in all 50 states is because this crosses party lines. When you poll voters, both Republicans and Democrats, or liberals and conservatives, you'll find that many young people support legalization. So it's going to be the case that we're going to have marijuana in all 50 states. We said this about marriage equality, and it came to fruition very quickly. And I think this is going to be the case about marijuana legalization as well. So again, don't get your hopes up, because this isn't guaranteed to pass in all 5 of these states, but I think it's just a great sign that we really can win big on this progressive issue in particular.